Hi guys, we had the freak weather in Toronto. I'm on the pathway. I don't want to show the port, but it's April. It's actually pretty warm today. The sun is shining. I know that stuff's gonna start melting. So we had a freak storm over the weekend when I went to Radio World event. This grass is covered in about 2 or 3 inches, but these lower patches where the water already has melted might be okay. So I might hit these areas, and there's a hill here that I've done before, so maybe I'll try that. It's actually a nice indicator of where the lower ground is, where there is melting snow. So we'll check it out. Just wanted to get out for a few hours. Alright, you can see my gloves, my pinpointer. Mud everywhere. I've been over this spot before, but I got solid into the 30s. So let's see, it's a quarter. Let's see what I managed to pull out of here. It looks silver. It's King George. Right there, King George. Not too deep. $1945. Wow, nice. I did not really expect anything today. Especially not that shallow. That was just like 3 inches down. Maybe. But a solid signal. Alright, I'll see you on the next. I only got a couple more minutes. Okay, I'm about to go home now. It's gonna be my last haul. The tiny little squeaker 2021 on an EQUINOX. Showed me deep, but it really wasn't that deep. Hi guys, I'm with Mark CH. Skid marks the spot for the episode of Marksman. A bit windy here. Hopefully you can hear me. I got this signal way deep in that watery hole. 1920 on the EQUINOX. I was about to give up on it, frankly, but then I found that I pinpointed it. My TRX is not working very well, so I'm using the Technics. Let's see what that could be. Is that a modern penny? That'd be really something. It's an Elizabeth penny. Jeez. That deep? We're moving on from this spot. A little bit to the left. I'll see you on the next. Alright, I went over a spot where Mark got his half, right?
Half with the AT Pro nail coil.
A nail coil. That wasn't actually showing very deep. Maybe he brought it up. Just that it never noticed. Never know. Looks like most likely a dime. Right there. We got silver. Silver. Oh, yeah, it's a dime. It's a dime. Let's see which one. It's a newer dime.
Oh well, it's a Georgie.
No, I think it's a 60s day for me.
No way.
Late 60s.
I pulled one out.
It's silver though. I'm happy. Sorry I took you off the 1967. Can you take a look?
That'd be a macro.
Well, it's got the newer head, so
65 maybe? Oh, 68. You just
oh,
made
it's
it.
50%er.
Just made it.
All right. Well, better than nothing. Good. Let's get a couple more. Hey guys. So Mike pulled out a couple. You want to show us?
Yeah.
Before we get to that bazinga, what I think. That's what Mike pulled out today. So he got a nice quarter. The quarters before I came here. 1902 Eddie. Got two nice dimes. 1931 and 1912. Indian head. 1901. Alder Weedy and Eddie.
1909.
So not bad for a little bit. But let's focus now on this little thing. I just pulled a screw. It was right there. There is a big. This looks big. I don't even want to pull it out. I don't want to pull it out. I don't want it to be a bazinga. It is bazinga. Oh.
Tag of some sort at least?
Yeah, some sort of a tag. Sorry, I took it. Oh, that looked good.
Oh, can't win them all.
No. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up later. I don't see anything obvious on the tag. Alright. With dirt, look kind of heavy. Well, nice try. Better luck next time. Alright, nothing silver, but 1932 penny in good condition from the looks of it. Right under the surface. King George V. Was just here. Nice. Hi guys, I'm in a park that I found my first ever silver and a quarter from 1918. But what was puzzling, I did not find any old pennies. So there's tons of modern pennies on the surface, and I had a feeling this is more of an older area. I'll walk you through. If you look at the big tree, this area, there's another big tree right there. Right there, I don't want to show more. This area by that other tree that I shown, it has a lot of bottle caps, but I decided to dig a shallower penny signal, and it looks good. It's King George V, 1930. So I may dig more shallow stuff around here too, and see what comes up. George V. Actually, I think it's 1932. 1932. All right. I guess I'm in one of the parks I walk quite a lot. Just on this little button. Next thing I see, it's this. It's the Canada button, military, iron backed. Cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a deer right next to us. It's early in the morning. I'm with Daryl Cashman. He's filming his own video. And Ken Definer, he's our guide for the day. The deer does not appear to be very scared of us. Let me just... Yeah, it's right there. That tree is kind of funny looking. Alright, so we're gonna... There's some... we're gonna metal detect, and we're also gonna try some dump digging, so we'll see what we can find. And Cashmo gets into my shot. Alright, I'll see you guys when we find something good. So we're at the side of an old well. That's cool. And there is an old pod over there. All right. And Ken has one of his bottle digging sites here.
Take some bottles there.
A whole bunch of bottles.
Okay guys, we'll see you on the next. Bye for now.
Oh.
Super sound. It's only going up to the
How do you say that? Gooderham and Worts or whatever.
Gooderham and Worts. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that might be a keeper.
Keeper.
Sure. Yeah, I got a couple of them at home.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna pick at
that's a nice
Ken's leftovers. That one's okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick at that a little bit. That's some orange juice. There's decent bottle caps if you need bottle caps on something.
Yeah, yeah. Cashmander's specialty, finding other people's dumps.
Yeah.
Leftovers.
Oh well, we can get one each of the Gooderham if we want to.
Yeah, if you don't want to stash it or take it with you, you can always stash it and get it on the way back.
Yeah.
True, yeah. Instead of dragging it all out.
That's a cool jar.
Yeah.
Oh, it has embossing on the bottom. Sorry. Nothing too old here.
No.
But why don't we pick through it a little later and then we'll see what we can get.
Sure.
A lot more right here in the dump, eh? There's the dump, eh?
Alright, we're at the original dump site. We're gonna look at this a little bit. Maybe we can find something interesting. Yeah. Well, I already see a couple things.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's most of the stuff is newer.
Oh well. Okay guys, we'll let you know if we find one.
Yeah. Newer stuff, screw tops mostly. What's this? That's broken. That's could have been cooled by broken. Oh, big Pond's jar. Oh, broken too. Yeah, we're gonna look through it. If we find something good, we'll show you the keepers. All right, whole bunch of stuff all around, including Daryl. All right, guys. So far, nothing much. We just getting to the right spot. We're in the woods at the side of an old 1800s carriageway bridge. So I got a shotgun cartridge and an old rusty square nail so far. I will show that on the wrap-up. So we'll look for something better. But that's a cool spot. I'll see you on the next interesting find.
So Sebastian's got something here.
Alright, I'll let Daryl narrate. He's doing his video.
I'm right in here. I haven't found it in some.
So this was about 16, 17, 15, 16, 17. I think it's a button. This was
Looks like a button. Guys.
yeah, about 7 inches down.
Maybe it's a Levi's
Alright.
button. Hang on a second. Want to rub it a little?
Alright, I'm gonna rub it. Shotgun shell.
Is it a shotgun shell?
Yeah, I think. Oh,
It
we
just
dropped
went
it.
down here.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
I think it's not a button. It's
Shotgun. But that's a small. It's too small to be a shotgun.
maybe not. It's a button.
Oh, it's a button, yeah.
Yeah, it's a button.
Let's see that. Is there
Four
gold on
hole.
it? You got gold on it?
It has writing on it.
Oh, nice.
There's a little bit of gold gilt on it.
Nice. Way to go.
Yeah. What does it say? I'll just do a little light rub.
Yeah. Can you see what it says?
Not too
Let's
much.
rub it on your pants here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it says something.
Oh, Toronto.
Toronto something and company.
Let's see that. Toronto. Oh, hold on.
Well, that's our first find, so we're... It's
Our-
definitely an older button.
Our score.
Civilian button.
Our score and Sun, Toronto.
All right. We'll clean it up more. We'll show it on the
I think
wrap-up.
that's old. There's a little bit of gold on the back, I think.
Yeah, I think it's pretty old. It's late 1800s, I would say.
Pretty cool.
Early 1900s.
Good job.
Thanks. Okay, finally we got something cool. Ken went down the hill where he presumed they dumped garbage. And we got what they call torpedo bottle.
Yeah.
I think they use another name for it too. Oh yeah, you got a little small piece missing here.
So it's gonna go like that once I get it all together.
Look at the top on this.
Yeah, big blob top, eh?
Well, let's go find something more there. It's not embossed, but I didn't have one. I don't have one, and Ken doesn't have one. So
I've never dug one here.
awesome piece. Even broken, that's an awesome find.
Oh, yeah, I'll clean
For
it up,
us.
glue it together. Whew. Nice.
It's gonna be a display piece.
Oh yeah.
All right, just on the surface, almost on the surface. I just picked it up with my metal detector. A spoon, old spoon, whole spoon. A little cracked here on the ball, but cool nevertheless. We're getting relics. All right, we're at the 1850s foundations.
Yeah, and they had a child. One child.
We got
And the father died. I don't remember what he died of. The husband. And the wife had to move out because in England it's frowned upon to be a widower and live by yourself. So she had to move back to England, and she abandoned the house and left it sometime in the 1870s, supposedly.
And there it is.
Yeah.
And Ken just found a few goodies down the hill. Found an old torpedo bottle.
There's a handsaw.
I thought that for a moment that was an antler.
Yeah.
Handsaw.
So broken pieces, but the torpedo's nice. He's gonna put it back together as we already
Do you have one of those,
talked.
Ken?
I've never dug one of those.
No,
man.
eh?
I'm so excited.
The saw is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My mom's got one of those.
Yeah.
There could be 20s too. There's something written on it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that could be brought back. Citric acid.
Yeah, I only have 2
Bullets.
Hey guys, looks like we're gonna leave the place. So this is all the junk that I found. Not much. Spoon and this hook probably are the best things. Nothing really. Oh, I have a lid. Where do I have it? I have it. I have a couple lids, jar lids. Whoa, da, da, da.
Gotta be more stuff.
All right, we got one. That Ken gave it to me. He found that.
Hamilton glasswork.
Yeah.
Nice, eh?
There's the bottle.
Oh, nice.
There's the top of a teapot. It's redware, so that's pretty darn old too.
All right. Oh, there it is.
Man, that's really cool. That's like the size of an opium bottle. It's not the shape of.
So that's
Yeah.
aqua stopper.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. Guys found some bottles. This one's unembossed. He's got the fork. Pretty cool one. His writing.
And it's got English maker's marks on there.
Yeah.
But too bad it's not silver.
I think it's the same brand because you see like the top.
Yep.
It's they go together.
From the house.
From the house. Little perfume bottle.
That's beautiful.
Nice Miss Robinson. Dispensing Chemist Toronto. Haven't seen one like that.
No, that's a nice one.
That's a cool lid.
Miller's prepared glycerine.
Nice. Bunch of other little junk stuff. They're just nails.
There's an old Victorian toothbrush.
Oh yeah. Old bone toothbrush. And a tiny little bottle.
With stuff still in it.
And in case you're wondering what this is, I just dug it out. I think somebody was already here and covered this thing up. I don't know what that is, part of an old machinery.
Yeah, it could be a wheel or a gear. A gear.
A gear. All right.
Oh, sorry.
So, Cashmole and Ken the Finder.
Hey, good day.
Our little adventure. We'll be back to this place probably.
You bet.
Hello. I'm got a few hours. I'm at one of the downtown park. I got a few dimes in the area, so I decided to hit the spot and widen the circle. I got a nail so far, bottle cap, the wine cap, and I got 20, I think it was kind of low for a dime. Let's see if it is. It does look like a silver dime. It was only a couple inches down. If it is, it's very worn. Look at that, might be old. Let's see. Oh, it's an eddy. Very worn eddy. Let's see the year. It looks like we got ourselves a 1906 Eddie dime. King Edward. Nice. Alright guys, I had a signal that's a penny signal. I also have somewhere there, I have a nickel signal. But the coin appears to be smaller than a penny. So let's see what that could possibly be. It's right there. Let's take a look at this together. It looks definitely to be a coin. Oh, it's a cut. Somebody trimmed it. But nice and even like this. That's weird. Somebody did a professional job trimming this Lincoln penny. I think it's a Wheatie probably. Can I see? Yeah, I can't really see. Yeah, I think I can see a little bit of 1 cent there. most likely a weedy. Alright, let's see what the nickel is on the next split. Alright, haven't gotten anything for probably anything good. Couple George pennies, a few modern pennies, a few nails, larger nails. There were watch out for these will sound just like nickel. So I got a higher tone. I was thinking quarter. Right here I pulled the nail, I swing the detector over the hole. It seems larger, so I'm like probably not a coin anymore. Looks like a big buckle. I think it's from horse tackle, if anybody knows. I think I found one like that. That's cool. I don't think there is any writing on it. Oh, that piece of iron that was with it just fell apart pretty much. That's cool. Alright, I'll see you on the next good signal. Alright, not getting much for a while. Got 22, 23 signal, 21, 22, 23, but very solid. I got a couple George pennies on the way here. If you see, that looks like something shiny, some kind of a brooch or something. Let's pop it. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool. This is definitely sterling. I was hoping it was gonna be sterling. Look at that. Oh, this is amazing. Dear, this is old. There's hallmarks here. Can't really see exactly, but this has to be sterling silver. Nice. Very nice. That's the find of the day. Alright guys, just like this little haul. Got a beautiful sounding 25, 26, 27. A very nice sound to it. Can't find it. My pinpointer is malfunctioning again. But I got something silver rolled out on the side. Let's see, I think it's a newer one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's just an Elizabeth, but it's the young one. $19.59. Nice. 3 silver pieces for the day. Good. Alright, hi guys. I got the really deep. I don't think we can see. Oh, we can see. 19 shows me 5 bores here. It was deep. The ground's wet. 6, 7, 8 inches. And it's King George V penny. I don't see the year, a bit crusty. 1921. Alright, I'll keep looking for those deep squeaky tones here. Hi guys, it's a bit of noise, bunch of kids are in the park. This wasn't too deep. The iffy side. It might be something good. Let's just see. We have an old silver. Oh, this one's wiped. Yeah, I think it's an old dime. Yeah, it's a King George. I'm not sure if I'll be able to tell the year. I think it's slick. Yeah, it looks pretty slick. This side's good, but the date side can't really tell much. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to tell. I'll check at home and I'll show you in the wrap-up. Greetings everybody. In this video we're gonna have several hands, mostly short ones. On a one longer one I went exploring with Daryl, Cashmo and Ken on YouTube as Ken the Finder, and we explored all the ruins or old road, generally old area, foundations and general area, and we did not really we didn't find much, but it was a fun day. So I will point out the finds from that hand. I fared better on several shorter hands, and I got quite a bit of silver items, and one of the hands I forgot my phone, and I did pretty well at, so I'll show you that. So let's start with a whole bunch of pennies from all those hands. These here are some of the US pennies that I pulled out, memorials. I keep with the Knox, I keep getting more zinkers. I'm not sure whether it's because I tend to dig them more now, or what's the particular reason. Especially when they're a little bit deeper, I'll dig those signals. Anyway, we'll start with some more modern finds. I think this is from a Lincoln car, if I'm not mistaken. Another thing from Jeep, number 4. This was kind of cool. A little white squirrel white squirrel pin. There is a street named White Squirrel Way in Toronto. Another one pin, couple dog tags. This watch sounded really good. This turned out to be a junk. This was actually at the old foundations. Somebody lost it there in more modern times. Not many signals there, but most of that stuff that you see right here, it's from over there. So some brass piece. This appears to be from old oil lamp, I believe, or kerosene lamp, whatever. This little top to something. This some kind of an old lid. This, I believe, if well, oops, it's either from a horse tackle or it's a shower curtain rod, but I was told this might be a whole part of a horse tackle. Old rusty, I think, crusty pipe. Couple more copper pieces, wire and whatnot. Couple toy cap gun triggers. Some nice square nails. This one looks kind of like a piece to middle-aged sunglasses. Anyway, so on a hunt with Ken the Finder and Cashmo, where we went to old foundations, we got a little bit of glass. There is a small damp there, so I found this stopper, and I got this cool triangular bottle. It's more modern. I think it's from the late 20s, 30s. It's from the Merciton Moth and Trout Lotion, and it's from the Caulk Company of Canada, Limited, Toronto, made in Canada. And they actually had two branches, one I think in New Jersey or somewhere on the East Coast, and one in Toronto. So this bottle actually, I read somewhere that it's more rare. Even the Canadian bottles were stamped with the Made in USA. So the ones stamped with Made in Canada are more rare. And my jar, the Gem Rutherford and Company jar, I found, Ken found the original lid to it, and he gave this to me, so that I appreciate that, Ken. Thanks, I was missing that one. Okay, so in other finds, the spoon, Cashmo actually found a matching fork at the foundations. This button was from the foundations. It was it's not focusing very well. Let me see if I can just put it down and focus. Okay, right there. It's from a Toronto tailor. There's a only mention is from 1885. So I don't know if this button's older or younger in age. On one of the walks in a park, I found this. It appears to be early plastic, I think, button, bakelite, and I found that. I think I shouldn't just pick it up. Okay, this is Canada. It's from World War II. I think general service button. A little bit squished, but so those two were iPhones on a hill. So I decided to try that hill later with metal detector. In one of my local parks, I found this key. This is from fairly, no, once again it's not showing extremely well, from not very focusing very well today, from the Sunnyside Bathing Pavilion, original key. Big crowds of people used to go there in the pre-war time. This was built in early 20s, I think, 1920 or 22. I got this key as well. It says Terryville, Connecticut. So here's my Connecticut connection. I found a few more Connecticut keys. As some of you may know, I used to live in Connecticut, so I kind of like finding stuff from Connecticut. Bullets or shotgun shell stamps, got a few. This one kind of beats me. It's newer, but it was in a modern park, so on surface. So I don't know who would be shooting that. Couple 22, and this one I'm not really sure what this one is. Appears to be lead. This was in a park my local park that used to have an 1800s mansion, and I believe that is probably from that mansion. This was very close to that key. And this, I believe, is from a horse tackle. It had a little bit of small piece of iron here, but it disintegrated. Little tag with 55 written on it. I went on a shorthand with Mark CH, aka Skid Marks the Spot on YouTube. Go check out his channel. I got this among other things. I got this what appears to be a silver plated ring. Has some kind of marking with what I believe is either 9 or 6 next to it. This was this little clip from foundations, or this was basically where the dump was for the foundations. At the park I found this Sporting Club de Portugal. There's something written on the back in Portuguese. So I told Liz, because she's Liz Digging Connect, that she can keep it if she would like that, since her background's Portuguese. I don't really know how old it is. Could be anywhere between the 20s, I would say, and the 60s. On a hunt with Mark, I found this really cool dog tag. I'm not sure if this is gonna, let's see here, if this is gonna focus very well. It's okay right here. It's Dr. Ballard's Dog and Cats Club. There's an address, actually. This was probably a good hour drive from where I live, but this is the address on the back. It's very close to where I live. So this was a cool find. I could not establish how old it is. I saw some people selling those for about $8 to $10, I think, on eBay. But that's definitely an older tag. I think it was started, the company was started in the late 1800s. Okay, and the good stuff, the silver, the coins. With the Knox, I don't really get as much clad. I tend to dig, discriminate a bit and dig usually just signals over 19, 20, especially in those iron infested parks, iron garbage infested parks. But have to spend more time digging, investigating other signals. Unless they're deep, then I will definitely investigate them, but I'm not digging shallow stuff, at least not at present with the Knox. So on the Knox, the clad, this is the US quarter, they sound good. Solid 30 on the Knox. Canadian dimes. Some of the Canadian dimes came up in the 21, around 21, I think. So 21, 22. So whether that was interference from something else getting those numbers, I'm yet to find out. But yeah, I got a few of those. One US dime. I did get a lot of old pennies on those hands, some of those hands. I got 15 young Liz pennies, which are from 1950 to 1953 to 1964, and I got 23 King George pennies. They're all around here. 23. They range from 1937 to 1952, I don't think I have any 30s ones here. Wheaties. Well, this one actually, I don't know what that is. This was this looks like flattened and cut penny. This one's 1942 that was trimmed, and 5 more Wheaties from 40s and 50s. All the King George V pennies got 2 1932s and 1 1921. 1932 is in the best condition. There it is. Let's flip it over. Okay, not focusing very well. I may have to change location for where I do the wrap-up. And silvers. I did so 1968 I got on a hunt with Mark, Skid Mark's boat. It was a short lunch break, extended lunch break hunt. He got a few good things, I think he got 2 dimes, and he was there just before I showed up and got a couple quarters, so he did have really good hand that day for silvers. These 2 I got in my local park on a quick hunt, 1912 Fiscal. It's really nice. This side's somewhere a little bit more on the sleek side. 1945 King George V quarter. On a hunt on a hill where I found World War II baton, 1906 King Edward dime. Not the great condition, but it's King Edward. 1959 silver dime, and 1900 sterling piece. This was the best find from this hand. It's British, from Manchester. I looked up the marks, and it's from the year 1900. Forgot the name of the company who made it. I also got on a short night hunt, I got the slick. Was this a night hunt? Well, anyway, it was the only, it was in the same spot. I got the Sunnyside Pavilion key, and that was a squeaker. I think it was a bit on edge or something. Anyway, it's a slick KG5 dime. And on the day that I forgot to take the camera with me, the phone with me, I got 5 Elizabeth dimes. It was about a 3-hour hunt, maybe just slightly over 3 hours, and I did not get anything for the first 2 hours. I hit a spot that I went over with Cashmo before. I know other people's have been there, but I got a couple old pennies out of that spot and a nice silver ring. So I got 2 of those dimes there. Then I switched the spot to a place where I found a 60s dime and a bunch of older pennies. Very small spot, and these came as real squeakers. I find that I'm getting used to the Equinox, and Equinox sometimes with those dimes will give you a nice little especially when they're masked, a nice little swooshy sound, and as I call it, and the VDI will jump into the 29, 30, 31 on dimes. Often the older dimes will sound a bit lower, but the newer dimes, generally speaking, will give you that swooshy sound at least above 27, and quarters will go over 30 usually, 30 to 33. So unless they're solid, this one was solid, but it wasn't too deep and wasn't masked. So anyway, that's the hunting I've done recently, and thanks for watching. And on the next hunt, where me, Mike, digging Canada, Cashmole, we're meeting our Russian friends, as we call them, the Russians. We refer to them as the Russians, a group of 3 guys that 2 of them are on Instagram, and one of them is on YouTube. His name on YouTube is Sergey Voucher, and he's got quite a following in Russia. I think he's got over 17,000 subscribers. He does a lot of neat videos in Russian language of hunting here, but he also does videos about different discoveries in Russia. So there, I know a little bit. I can understand a little bit of Russian, so maybe 30%. So I can watch it and understand. But it's you know, you don't, for the metal detecting in Toronto, you don't even need to understand Russian. You can just see what they find, and they find a lot of good stuff. They swing, Sergey swings 80 Pro, Dima, Dimitri, Canadian _ relics on Instagram. He's got the Deus, and he's really good with it. And Tony just got EQUINOX 800, so he's learning that, and I think he's a quite accomplished gold hunter. Anyway, so check Sergey's channel if you want to see what they find. So that hunt will be on the next video. Afterwards, I went with Cashmole to Toronto school, and I pulled some good stuff out of there as well in a few hours. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.